Hey YouTube, got another little short video. It's super cold though, and I'm not staying out here very long, so yeah. But this is the state of the beds right now. A little bit of snow on them. Probably do another short video sometime soon because it'll also be cold. Where I planted my carrots and lettuce and stuff last year, I'm going to come through and plant some carrots and lettuce again. I'm going to use a method that I saw on MI Gardener, and it's basically cold weather sowing. I'm going to put it down directly on snow or frozen ground or whatever, and then I'm just going to cover them with a little plastic container, and yeah, just wait for them to germinate themselves. I could go ahead and do it now, but it's going to still take them a little while to germinate, and I don't want to have to be checking them every single day starting now. So I'm going to wait like another week or two and probably do that, plant some carrots and lettuce seed up in that front row there. Should be pretty good. Compost bins, I don't know if I ever really showed off how the compost bins turned out. I tried a couple different posts, and I'm honestly going to have to redo the ones that I didn't use the good posts on. You can see these three I used all the good posts. These are, they're like those powder coated U posts that you'd use for actual fences. And there's a couple spots where I could have got it a little bit tighter. You see that's hanging down from where that towel is, but this will be fine to contain it basically. That's all it's got to do. I got it kind of staked down in the front because there was some raccoons and stuff kept pulling out pieces and eating them and stuff. Most of this is just leaf and cardboard and newspaper type stuff. All biodegradable stuff though, so it'll break down over time. You see, that's why you don't want to use these cheap posts like this. I got these from like Tractor Supply. I think I also did these. These ones are doing okay. They're just a little bit bent in. You can see the other bins are holding up a little bit better. This one's got the most stuff in it, and it's still holding its shape pretty good. Even though I did this is a bare minimum job for making compost bins. I could have done way better than this. Bought more expensive wire. I got this wire on sale, and yeah, but it works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some alfalfa pellets, which are pretty good for high nitrogen. Since I'm not going to have any grass clippings for a while because, well, you see it. But I need something that's kind of like just high in nitrogen, some green leafy stuff, and alfalfa is pretty good for that. So I'm just going to go buy some of that here soon when I'm ready to start this up. And maybe buy like some starter, like the compost starter, to get it going a little bit faster and mix that in. And then I'm going to take one of these other piles, probably this one, maybe that one, even though it's further away. That way I can redo the posts for that. But I'm going to just take all that stuff and just pile it in on top of this with that alfalfa and kind of mix it in together. And then it'll have enough green material that it'll turn into hot compost, and it'll be ready in, a couple months or something like that, month and a half. Yeah, these other ones, I just got a little bit of wood chips in them from when I started them. But I mean, yeah, they're doing pretty good. Pretty good compost bins. This is the onion and garlic bed, and they were kind of getting dug up every once in a while. So I went ahead, and this is the most half-assed fence you guys will ever see. What I did is I took chicken wire, and I just wrapped it around the base of that air pot, that fabric pot that I have down there. The only post that's present is the stick that I found laying about 5 foot away, and put it there so that the metal was, that chicken wire was trying to fall down on the back there, and I didn't want anything to just be able to walk in. And it's holding up pretty good. Oh, and then the other thing I did is I just took some staples, some landscaping staples, and just landscaping stapled it down so it doesn't like slide up over time or nothing could just dig right under there. So yeah, this is literally a no fence post fence right here. I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't have any posts that day, and I was tired of coming home in the morning. I came home from work one day after working an overnight. It was like 7:30 or 8, And I was like, son of a gun, I don't want stuff digging my onions and garlic up, because they're not even eating the onions and garlic. They're just digging it up, trying to find some grubs or whatever. Can't even probably find anything in there, and then just leave it. But when they do, they mess up the roots. They disturb the roots and stuff, and you really don't want that when it's winter time like this. I'm sure I lost at least one or two. Not a whole. They didn't dig a whole bunch of holes in there, so I didn't lose a whole bunch, but I'm sure I lost a couple off of that. But it'll be fine. No big deal. You live and you learn. So now I know that even though stuff doesn't... How did you get in the fence, Carly? Look at this. You live and you learn. And now I know that my cats can jump over a 4-foot tall fence, apparently. And that also, if you don't fence in your onions and garlic, stuff will still try to mess with it. Look, this little kitten is trying to figure out how to get in there. What are you smelling there, buddy? These little kittens still won't let me mess with them. They're little wild guys. They're getting a lot closer than they were. There's my 2 grown cats over there, and then there's the mom, Carly. Carly, come here. How'd you get in there? Did you just jump over the side or what? Come on. Come here. Hey. Come here. Hey. Come here. Come on. I'll get you out. Come on. Just let me pull you out. Weirdo. I don't know. That's a weird cat, man. She had her first litter of kittens up on top of my roof. And I think she used this to do it. She like got up on top of this and then jumped to there, I guess. I don't know. She's a weird cat. But the other thing I wanted to cover in this video is this is where I'm going to plant my orchard at. So I was going to plant it down by the other apple trees, but I'm going to have to build up that ground so much that it's really not worth it. So what I'm going to do is plant them over here for now. And then long term, I'm going to try to slowly build up the ground over there in that low spot where my grandpa used to plant his apple trees at. They're crab apple trees, so they're fine over there. But and technically, I think I'm a little past our property line if I start growing here-ish, but it should be fine because we've basically been mowing this property and using this property for a really long time, so it shouldn't be a big issue, I don't think, if I just plant some fruit trees here. And I shouldn't be able to shade out the corn because they're just going to be dwarf trees. So yeah, I'll probably plant some my berries and stuff kind of in the not over to the brambles because they're gonna try to take them over, but probably plant some berries around the outline here and there. Maybe get rid of some of these brambles and stuff over there and plant some berries over there. And yeah, plant the fruit trees in some rows or some lines or whatever you want to call them down this way going towards the house, and then maybe stop a little, like maybe like 15 foot short of the house or something like that, so the house doesn't shade them out a little bit later in the day. But the sun rises over there and it'll go overhead, so they should get a good chunk of sunlight. I don't think morning sunlight is ideal. I think they say that it should be like afternoon to evening, you know, like you should start a little bit later, and then yeah, but I don't know. Look at this. Bad fish keeper. Okay guys, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm gonna plant, and I'll be having a video come out about that here soon. I know the ground's pretty decent over there. It's not a whole bunch of clay actually, because I had to dig that that big hole for that trash can over there for my root cellar, and it took me like about 1.5 feet or 2 foot before I dug into clay. So that's pretty good for planting trees in, I'd say. Yeah, probably gonna do that. So yeah guys, the only bad thing is it's right by the cornfield, so I might get a little overspray of like pesticides or something like that, so I'll have to watch out for that, but hopefully it's okay. I don't really have too big of another option considering I'm surrounded by cornfields all the way around basically. So yeah, because there's like cornfield over, oh no, that's not a cornfield right now, but they do plant corn there sometimes. That's not one, that's my neighbor's pond thing, but there's a cornfield down there, so like catty corner to me, so I'm only open on this side. Cornfield there on the straight across from our property. And then on the other side of the house, by the way, there's my new roof. And then on the other side of the house, there's also a cornfield. So we're like surrounded by it all the way around to here. And then we got like a little bit of opening right there, and then more cornfields. So it's like, we're going to have some overspray no matter what. But yeah, guys, I got to pick up. I don't know where these trash bags came from. There's 2 trash bags in my yard. My brother and his friends had like a Super Bowl thing last night, so they might have been out here doing something. But all right, guys, have a good day. Peace.